welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 3, Episode 14 of the Vampire Diaries, Dangerous Liaisons. So last time we not only had the reunion of the Michaelson siblings, but also the reunion with their mother Esther, which was surprising to say the least, considering we were led to believe that she was dead, so I'm very excited to see where their whole family dynamic goes. Now, we also have a murderer on the loose who is killing council members, which is very concerning because the first one that comes to mind out of the ones that we've already had is Caroline's mum. I'm really concerned for Sheriff Forbes right now. Not only that, Tyler's mum as well, but I'm not as close to her. I feel like it would be really, really sad to see Caroline lose her mother to the same killer. So fucking hell, I hope that we find out who it is. Current suspects are Meredith Fell. That's the only real one we got right now, but she had an alibi last episode, and when all the evidence is pointing to one person, it kind of gives the feeling of a red herring. So I don't know, maybe it's someone that we don't know, maybe it's someone that we do know, but behind the scenes. So yeah, I'm very excited to see where that goes. But yes, with that said, very intrigued to get into this episode and see how the Michaelson family interacts. So without further ado, let's go.
So long as I promised Eugene to lock the house.
So I talked to Bonnie earlier.
Well, this is concerning.
Sheriff Forbes said that there's no real suspects at all.
Who is it, bro? What the fuck? Dude. Rebecca!
Surprise! You drove a dagger through my back, Elena. It hurt.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
Leave. Are you challenging me?
You're pathetic.
Damn. We obviously know that Rebecca was going to go and try and hunt Elena. She said it last episode, and it's not surprising that she wants to, but interesting. I'm surprised that we're not continuing the Michaelson storyline from the moment that Esther showed up. I thought that we would just, like, the camera would pan and we'd be there. I find it interesting that they've all sort of split up already. Did some kind of fight happen? Did they all go their separate ways? Like, what's going on here?
Well, I believe we have a little catching up to do.
Yeah, also, what's going to go on between Elijah and Elena? Because obviously there's a bit of animosity there as well.
How's she even alive? Thought her hybrid freak show of a son ripped her heart out 1,000 years ago.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm guessing she has a couple of connections in the witching community.
What, did she like come back to life or something? What?
Look, Elijah promised me that his family wouldn't hurt any of us.
But how can you promise that? Like, yeah, Elijah was there then to protect Elena, but what about next time? Elena Gilbert. Interesting. From Klaus or some other third party?
It's an invitation. Please join the Michaelson family this evening at 7 o'clock for dancing, cocktails, and celebration.
Well, that's
Oh, the
fucking
Michaelson.
weird.
The original family.
It's not bad enough they're moving into town. Now they want a housewarming gift.
Is it all of you or just Elena?
A note on the back. Elena, I think it's time that we finally meet Esther.
Why does Esther want to meet Elena? That's so interesting. I mean, obviously Esther was the one who sacrificed Tatia.
Again with the dagger threats? Don't you have any other tricks?
Oh, go back to staring at yourself.
And who are you, my father?
No, Carl, but you're in my house.
Then perhaps we should go outside.
Dude, I love this so much.
Enough! Niklaus,
Oh, look at her.
come.
So weird to just see this already established family dynamic.
You put daggers in their hearts.
Exactly.
You want to go down on their knees and kiss your feet for reuniting them?
It's
Exactly.
a crime to want our family to be as we were.
Klaus. You look at the two brothers. Cole has been in his coffin for 100 years, and Finn has been in his for 900. Do you really expect them to be loving of you and to respect you and to just be all happy? Like, bro, what were you expecting? Even Rebecca, like, Rebecca's only been out for a few, a few weeks, but she's pissed off, and so is Elijah. Like, I don't understand how Klaus doesn't realize the damage that he's done. Like, yeah, they're immortal, but you've stolen time from them. You've stolen... Say they found people that they loved in their time. Say they had friends. You've stolen that from them. And I don't understand how he doesn't see that.
I've had 1,000 years on the other side to be angry and to heal.
The other side.
I'm here to make sure this family does the same.
I just don't understand.
So was she dead then? How is she here?
I killed you and still you forgive me.
Forgiveness is not a chore. It's a gift. Who are you bringing to the ball this evening?
You're lucky I'm even going.
Well, I wish you would reconsider.
I mean, we did have that strange interaction between Klaus and Caroline, so...
I think there's more to this than just some family reunion.
Can we go back in time to the old Stefan who cared if Elena lived or died?
Oh, damn.
Before. It's your job now.
Damn. All right, Stefan.
I should find out what you want.
You can't protect yourself.
Okay, fine, then I'll go.
You've pissed off enough originals to last a lifetime. I'll go.
He's got a point,
End of
Stefan.
story.
He's got a very good point there. You're not exactly their favorite at the moment.
Caroline, it's Tyler.
Tyler.
I'm out doing what he said. I'm gonna fix myself and come home to you.
Oh, mate.
I love you.
I think it is. I think Klaus is inviting Caroline, which I find very interesting because they definitely set up that scene they had together was set up for a reason. Don't tell me he sent her a dress as well. I always find that really cheesy. Ugh, I don't know. Like, you see, the thing is, I kind of want Caroline to go simply to get her mind off of her dad dying. And we know that Elena's going. So if it's going to be a positive evening, which is still iffy, if it's going to be a positive evening, I want Caroline to go and enjoy herself. But I still don't know how I feel about Caroline and Klaus sort of starting a thing. I don't know. It felt really weird when we had that scene where Klaus was at her bedside and you got the inkling that something more was there. It made me feel uncomfortable simply because of how Klaus has been in the past. But I don't know. We'll see where it goes. There's no point thinking about it if it's not going to go anywhere. So we'll see how this develops. Bro, I hate it. I know that it's meant to be like a positive thing, but I don't know. I find it so like uncomfy when people when a man invites someone there somewhere and then buys her a dress.
It's some twisted Cinderella fetish is what it is.
Yeah. That's why I feel uncomfortable. It's like a fucking Cinderella fetish. She hit the nail on the head.
I can't deal with either of the Salvatores right now.
Matt?
Whatever Stefan's feeling, he's channeling it all against Klaus and Damon. It's just not a good idea.
Why? Because you two made out? Bonnie spilled the beans.
Oh, Bonnie.
When you and Matt kissed for the first time freshman year, you called me the second it happened. I don't hear about this until now? From somebody else?
I'm sorry. It's just, I don't even know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah. You can understand both sides. You can understand a friend being a bit upset that their friend wouldn't tell them something like that because it's not just like Elena didn't tell anyone. She told Bonnie, but not Caroline. So you get why that would feel a bit shit on Caroline's side. But like Elena just said, she's still processing what happened and how she feels about it. So I get why Elena kept it to herself and Bonnie.
Careful, Caroline. It's all well and good till she stabs you in the back.
What are you doing here? I know your mom's rules, no murdering the locals.
Get over yourself, Elena. It's not all about you.
I love her so much. I love her energy, bro.
Oh my God.
Fuck off.
She's inviting him to the ball. Why is she inviting him?
What?
Probably to get this reaction from us.
True. Is she gonna look over at them?
What time is this stupid dance?
I love this. Like, it's so funny with the Vampire Diaries because you forget how young these people are and how, like, petty you can be sometimes when it comes to these things. So, I don't know. It's just so funny knowing that there's a murder on the loose, that these are all vampires, and yet it's still, like, petty high school drama.
I'm trying to protect this town. They've assured me they want peace, and I've assured them that I'd enforce it.
Okay.
Cole Michaelson. I hope your lovely town embraces us just as much as we plan to embrace it.
I love his accent, bro. I don't know what it is.
Have we met? I've met a lot of people. And you don't particularly stand out.
Damn. Damn. What a read. But interesting. Is there a past there? Because we know that he was locked away 100 years ago, so there could be. Damn. Okay. Okay, now I really love it. I was going to say, not to be a bitch, but I did not like that dress. But I think it was how, like, puffy the coat was. But she looks really pretty with the actual dress.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Surprise, surprise. Nice tux.
Oh, God, they're both there.
You're not supposed to be here.
Well, I am. And I'm not leaving until I find out what Esther wants. So, shall we?
Ooh. Ooh, major Catherine vibes. Major Catherine vibes. The only difference is Elena's not happy to have them both on her arms. Oh, my darling, you look so pretty. I love her. Interesting. I'm not excited. I'm intrigued to to see where these two go.
Good evening.
I need a drink.
I love that.
You may not know, but your mother's already tried to kill me once.
If you want to see my mother, you'll need to be alone.
If everyone could gather,
Interesting.
please.
We haven't got a lot out of Finn so far. I feel like we've got a bit more from Cole. Cole has a bit more of a personality to him.
You see who I see?
Oh, yeah. Tonight's pick is a centuries-old waltz. So if all of you could please find yourselves a partner, please join us in the ballroom.
Who's Elena gonna pick? Someone random? Or is Elena just gonna go upstairs?
Don't even think about it.
She wants to see me alone, Damon.
Well, it sucks to be her then. Was I not clear this morning?
Was Elena not clear? She's allowed to do what she wants.
Why? So that you can stop me?
Yes.
Damon, no. Listen, I'm all for protecting people that you love and all shit like that, but Elena's made it clear that she wants to do this and she wants to figure out what's going on. You have to respect her enough to understand that and allow her to do it. You can't just protect her 24/7 and stop her from doing every single decision she wants to make. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it's hard, but you have to allow her to have her own journey in life.
It would be rude not to dance, you know.
It is tradition.
Oh, Stefan.
You look stunning if it isn't obvious.
Have the Michaelsons all got like random partners? I'm trying to look around. Interesting. A part of me feels very uncomfortable about Claus and Caroline, but another part of me, I don't know, is intrigued. So obviously Rebecca's with Matt, Claus with Caroline.
On to more mannered subjects then, like how ravishing you look in that dress.
Ravishing, I hate that word so much.
The bracelet I gave you, what's your excuse for wearing that?
I didn't even like put two and two together though with the bracelet.
Give me love like never.
That's awkward. That's very awkward.
He dances. And I didn't even have to beg.
Oh, Mayor Lockwood dragged me out here. Couldn't exactly say no.
Guys, it's so weird to see these two together again.
I think you need to figure out that you can look out for yourself.
I agree. For once, I agree with you, Stefan. That felt very much like, I think he needs to figure out that you can look after yourself, not because Stefan thinks that. It felt like it was that as a jab to Damon, which is annoying. But I do genuinely agree that, it's like I was saying literally a few minutes ago, I think that Damon needs to... I get that you want to protect your loved ones and all that, but you need to understand that if you continuously get in their way and continuously stop them from doing what they want, they are going to get fucking pissed off at you and annoyed at you for not letting them live their life. So I think that Damon at some point, even though she may put herself in danger, needs to just accept that this is her decision to make.
If Esther's secretly on her side, we need to know, but I can't get to her with 2 bodyguards because Damon won't let me anywhere near her without protection. And you care about killing Claus more than you care about anything, so...
That... Oh, you could tell that that hit Stefan. Oof.
No, you're not wrong.
Elena used to be his everything.
What do you need me to do?
Make sure that I can get into that room with Esther. Alone.
I'm sure you can do this.
I can do this.
Even if she can't, she has the right to try, you know?
When we were together, you used to let me make my own decisions. You trusted me. After all this, at least that hasn't changed.
Damn.
He's Elena's friend. If he dies, she suffers. But I've already been scolded once, so I was hoping you'd help your baby sister out.
Spit right in the face of mother's rules. I'm in.
Interesting. So Rebecca's plan is to get Cole to kill... Oh my god, I forgot his name. Matt. Oh, that's awkward. Her plan is to get Cole to kill Matt so that 1, she isn't on the bad side of their mother, but 2, it makes Elena feel shit because obviously Matt's dead. So that's a very interesting take, but what I'm finding the most interesting out of all of this is seeing Cole, seeing his personality, because we've just got an inkling that he's obviously very annoyed at their mother. He obviously resents her in some kind of way. He called her Becca, which gives me the idea that those two were a bit closer than necessarily the other siblings, but also it gives a very big vibe of him as a person. He seems to not value human life, which I think is a common thing among the originals, but he seems to value it a bit less than the others because he says the first sign of weakness is falling for mortals, which I don't know. It's almost like another step above not caring for humans. It's at that point of scary where you're not really sure what this man is capable of, you know?
What are we doing in here?
Oh, better hurry up. Won't be down for long.
Oh, he is gonna be pissed that you two did that behind his back. Oh no.
I understand my mother requested to see you.
Is Elijah gonna advise her not to?
Why? Is something wrong?
Well, her ability to forgive my brother after everything he's done to destroy this family strikes me as a little strange, to say the least.
Same.
He has me asking questions I never thought I'd ask.
I love
Can I
Elijah.
depend on you to tell me what she says?
Of course.
Nice.
I'll find you later.
I feel like out of all the originals, Elijah is the one you can trust the most. Like, he sticks to his word. The only reason that he betrayed them last time was simply trying to protect and get his family back.
That would be the girl.
Why is she like, is that Sage? Like, what's she lighting? Is she still a witch? Does she still have magic?
I've spelled it so we can speak freely without fear of being overheard.
Ah.
That'll be all, Finn. Thank you.
I love that that's a thing.
You must have a million questions for me, Elena. Please.
Yeah, but what do you want? What's your questions?
When I died, the witch Ayana preserved my body with a spell. She was a close friend of mine. An ancestor of your friend Bonnie.
So she is an ancestor, okay.
So you've been on the other side for 1,000 years?
Nature's way of punishing me for turning my family into vampires.
Ah.
But there is a way for me to undo the evil I created.
Really?
For now, I simply need your help.
Can she like reverse the spell then? Reverse them from being original vampires? But with that said, surely that would kill them. Because like all vampires, you have to die to become one. So surely if she reverses the spell, they're simply dead. But on that note, I know that there's the show The Originals, which requires them to be alive. So if that's the case, then obviously this plan falls through, which is annoying that I have future knowledge like that, but I don't think that muddies it too much, because I doubt their mother would go through with this if it meant that they were all going to die, you know?
I'm not talking to you until you tell me why you invited me here.
I fancy you.
Okay, straight to the point.
You're beautiful, you're strong, you're full of light. I enjoy you.
Well, I'm spoken for. By Tyler.
Oh, really? You're still sticking to that?
Horses are the opposite of people.
In what sense?
They're loyal. My father hunted me for 1,000 years, and the closest he ever came was the day he killed my favorite horse.
Did you ever consider sitting down with your father and talking it out?
I'm afraid my relationship with my father was a little more complex than yours.
Maybe so, but I let my father go with no regrets.
Damn.
Yes, I like horses, but I also like people, and they actually like me, so I'll be inside.
Very interesting hearing Klaus's take on the loyalty of horses, because we know that he is a very untrustworthy person at his heart. Like, his family betrayed him and he immediately stabs them in the back and puts them in coffins. Like, it's obviously, it's not right because Klaus betrays them and Klaus can do whatever he wants, but the second they do something to Klaus, they are unloyal, they are against him, and he has to put them in a coffin. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit shitty on his side, but very interesting, him just admitting that he likes Caroline like that, because we haven't really seen that side of Klaus so far, and we haven't seen them have a lot of alone time together, so you wonder why he has this hyperfixation on her.
I understand Rebecca shared the story of my family, how I upset the balance of nature by turning my children into vampires.
She said you did it to protect them from the werewolves.
It's true. But in no time at all, they began to feed on human blood. They ravaged the town with no remorse.
Did she regret it then?
My children believe I'm holding this ball to celebrate our reunion, but in truth, I've gathered them together to perform a ritual.
Really?
The first step requires blood from the doppelganger.
Uh-oh. How much blood?
Only a drop.
Okay.
It's
I love how my question was answered so quickly. It's kind of like the reverse of the original spell then, 'cause the original spell required them to drink Tatia's blood before their dad went and killed them and all that shit. So they're now drinking Elena's blood before she does whatever ritual this is. But I very much doubt that we're going to end this episode with them no longer being original vampires. Do you know what I mean? I feel like something's either going to go wrong or there's more to this.
They must all drink at the toast in order to be linked as one.
What do you mean linked as one?
You said yourself Klaus can't be killed, but tonight's spell links all my children together so that if one goes, they all go.
Wow.
I love my family, Elena, but they are an abomination.
Ah.
I betrayed nature when I created them.
And she's had 1,000 years to regret it.
It's my duty to kill them.
Interesting. Sorry to pause again. I've done it a lot this episode, and I know people say that it's not a problem, but I will always apologize. But yes, very interesting, because I remember in the previous episode, because I've only just watched it, that Bonnie made a point to say to her mum that Esther loved her children so much that she couldn't let them go, and that's why she turned them into vampires and tried to protect them. But obviously this 1,000 years on the other side has taught her the error in her ways. And very interesting, I assume that she is the witch responsible for the stuff with Vicky and Anna coming back. I'd assume she's the one that tried to get someone to kill Klaus, because obviously she regrets her decision. She's been around other witches for 1,000 years who agree that it was abomination of nature. But you'd always wonder with something like this, will a mother's love still go against that? Is she lying to Elena here? Is there more to this story? Or is she genuinely considering killing all of her children? Uh-oh. Yep.
Where's Elena? Exactly where she belongs. Talking with Esther. You know, maybe you should stop being such a controlling dick, Damon.
Oh, Stefan.
How's this even happening right now?
Maybe because you care too damn much.
Wow. How the tables have turned. That's so interesting. Also, you better not be about to actually kill Matt here. I'll be so annoyed. Like, I know I say he's boring and all that, but leave him alone.
Oh, I'm a vampire. We don't.
Interesting.
Thanks.
I feel like she's not going to want him to die now.
Let's go back inside. I've got all the fresh air I need.
Yep. I don't know if Cole's going to give in that easy, Rebecca.
I'd like to thank you all for being part of this spectacular evening. Cheers.
Elena, don't be so suspicious. Interesting. So they are all linked. But I don't believe it. I don't believe that all of these characters are just going to die.
Impressive. I take it the curators at the Louvre aren't on Vervain? Oh, what about these?
Well, that's a long story. But rest assured, it was worn by a princess almost as beautiful as you.
Almost. Damn. Ever the charmer.
Did you do these?
Yeah. Actually, one of my landscapes is hanging at the Hermitage. Not that anyone would notice. I'll take you.
I don't know how I feel about this, guys.
Paris. Tokyo.
Oh, wow.
Like, listen, he's a charmer, and I think that if Caroline's on his good side, they would have a wonderful relationship, but he doesn't treat people well. And we've seen the way he's treated Elaine, and we've seen the way he's treated his own family, locking them in coffins. If Caroline somehow gets on his bad side, what would he do? Do you know what I mean? It just really concerns me. That's why I'm really iffy about this.
Is that why you collect hybrids? A little servant army to take you places and bring you things? Stop controlling him. Give him his life back.
This has been a fun evening, but I think it's time for you to leave.
Your father didn't love you, so you assume that no one else will either.
Damn.
Or you try to buy them off, but that's not how it works. You don't connect with people because you don't even try to understand them.
Wow. I'm going to watch that again. I need to, like, take that in. She started to get on his bad side, and he got all frustrated. And he got all, like, defensive because she called him out.
About that, I changed my mind. I don't want to ruin Mother's night.
Rebecca, this man scares me.
And what did he do? He gave you 5 seconds of his attention?
I mean, T.
You don't have to be rude about it. Just leave him be, okay?
I don't know if he will, though. That's what concerns me.
As you wish, sister.
Elena.
Guys, this man, he scares me. I've seen him for like 5 seconds, but
You shouldn't be here.
Do you think I like going behind your back? I don't. But if I hadn't asked Stefan to help, then you would have tried to be the hero and you would have ruined everything.
Sorry for trying to keep you alive. Clearly, Stefan doesn't give a crap anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest, because I understand Damon's point of view. I understand wanting to try and keep her safe and everything, but at the end of the day, she's allowed to do what she wants, and him grabbing her arm and trying to take her out against her will is not okay, in my opinion. It just makes me really uncomfortable how controlling he is of her actions, and I get that it's trying to protect her, but it's still controlling at the end of the day, and she should be allowed to live her life and make her own decisions.
No, I'm mad at you because I love you.
Wow.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Whoa. Whoa, Elena, careful.
That's not what I...
No, I got it, Elena. I care too much. I'm a liability.
Oh, no.
How ironic is that?
Wow.
Have you guys seen Matt?
God, that cut deep, that did. That really cut deep. You could tell that that really hurt Damon. Dude, is he gonna push him off the balcony? Guys, this man really scares me.
Rebecca's friend. We haven't met.
Matt Donovan.
Oh, Michaelson.
Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Nice one, Damon. Well done, Damon. Fuck. Oh my god. Wait. Wait. He died. She says that whatever happens to one of my children will happen to all of them. But if they can't die, how's she managing to kill them? Is she going to strip them of their immortality somehow with magic and then kill one of them? Is that like the plan here? But also, is something about to happen to the rest of them because Cole got killed? Like, are they all about to pass out or something? Because that'll hint to them that something's wrong and ruin the plan.
I'm grateful for what you're doing, but I miss you.
Aww.
And I really wish you were here.
Oh, my darling. Interesting. I would assume from Klaus again, but what's it gonna be? Damn. Progress. I like that. He's not buying her, he's giving her a personalized gift, which is a lot better, Klaus.
Rebecca and Cole disgraced our family tonight.
It won't happen again, Mother. I'll deal with them.
Thank you, Elijah. I wish the others were more like you.
Interesting how that sentence affected him. My question is, does he know? Because he seems on her side a lot, like a mummy's boy.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Yeah,
Of course
interesting.
not. It's just Elijah. He's so moral.
Doing the right thing, Mother.
Is she regretting it because she's seeing an actual good person in Elijah and she's like, can I truly kill him? Because yes, all of my children have got issues. Obviously, Cole was about to fucking kill Matt for no reason, but Elijah is very moral in how he portrays himself to the world. So that's very interesting that she sees that, and it kind of puts the last nail in the coffin of my thinking that she was actually lying about this. I genuinely think she is actually planning to kill them all.
You understand what this means, don't you? This spell I'm casting tonight
will
bind you all together as one.
Okay, so it isn't set in stone yet.
Phasmatos integrum kalos.
I love that. It's like a family tree.
Can't say I'll be sorry to see any of them go.
I would be.
Death sentences, Stefan.
No, you signed Klaus's death sentence, Elena. Everyone else is just collateral damage.
Damn. Yeah, that's not that simple, Stefan.
Where's Damon? I would think that he'd want to make sure you got home safely.
I'll call him and let him know.
What was with him going after Cole?
Damon being self-destructive. I said something I didn't mean.
Yeah. He lashed out, but luckily he lashed out in a good way this time.
How do you do that? Act like you don't care, like you don't feel anything.
I feel everything.
Elena, stop.
I'm not going to stop, Stefan.
I hurt you, Elena. I bit you. I hate myself for what I did to you.
Then show it. Do something.
If I let myself care, all I feel is pain.
In his eyes, there's no point. Like he said, all he feels is pain if he lets himself feel. What's the point of that? Which I get.
You're really fun and pretty and all. But I really need you to leave me alone.
Burn. Rejected by the captain of the football team.
Damon, why have you got a bottle in your hand again? Don't tell me something's about to happen between these two because they're both hurting.
I'm just saying you should find someone a little more durable. That's all.
Oh god, is that what this is? Shocker. Don't blame either of them, they're both fucking beautiful. Well, I hope you have a nice evening. Oh, that was it. Damn. What an interesting episode. So yes, that was episode 14 of the Vampire Diaries. We now have confirmation that it is Esther's plan to kill her children, which is very interesting. And the most interesting of all is Finn. The fact that he's so on board with his mother going through with this and that he will be ready to die when the time comes. Because the reason I'm so interested by him is he was in that tomb for 900 years. He was locked in that casket. So he would have only been, they got turned like just over 1,000 years ago, wasn't it? Unless my math is wrong. So he hasn't been alive for that long in comparison to his siblings. And he hasn't really had the chance to experience being a vampire, which kind of gives me the vibe that he hates being a vampire. He hates what he is. And that's probably why he's been locked away for that long. Maybe he tried to kill Klaus. Maybe he tried to end their family. Or I don't know, but it's a very interesting part of his character, because I've always wondered what would happen to an immortal that doesn't want to be an immortal. Like, you're stuck. You literally have to live. And if he agreed with his parents and hated who he was, then of course he would be on board with his mother right now trying to kill them, which, again, like I said, is likely the reason he's been locked away for this long. It's likely why Klaus locked him away in the first place, because he probably kept spouting that he didn't want to be a vampire and that they should all die. Now, whether all of this will actually happen is another question, because like I said, I know that there is the original series, which doesn't take place until I think the end of season 5 of the Vampire Diaries. I might be wrong on that. Maybe it's the start of season 5, but I know that it's in the future that this show begins, and I know that it's about the originals, so they can't all die. So something must happen here. Maybe Esther is lying, which I don't think is likely anymore, because behind closed doors, seeing how she was with Finn, it definitely gives the feel that she is going through with this. This is her plan. But she obviously is a bit iffy on it on Elijah's side, because Elijah is actually a moral human being. Well, moral vampire, which is very interesting. One of the reasons I really like Elijah. But yeah, I don't know if she's going to chicken out, not want to kill her kids. That's such a weird sentence. I wonder if she's going to chicken out and not want to kill her kids. But you get what I mean. You get the context here where she agrees that they're an abomination of nature. Because I've always wondered, a witch who kind of goes against that, how will nature treat her? But then obviously she's been on the other side for 1,000 years, probably having other witches tell her how wrong it was and having her opinion change. Because I do wonder, did she regret it immediately? Did she regret turning them the second she realized that they would have to feed on humans? Or did it take being on the other side for 1,000 years and understanding what she did and seeing how her children behaved in life? Did that influence her? That's one of the questions I have mainly. But yeah, just such an interesting concept. Now, the originals themselves, we've already seen a lot of Elijah and Rebecca, and I've spoken about Finn, but Cole is a very, very interesting person, because he gives the vibe of like the epitome of why vampires are scary. Like, he seems to have what's the word I'm looking for? No respect for life. He doesn't respect mortals. He considers them his playthings, and he doesn't really care. He seems very much like the epitome of a vampire that's turned their switch off. Like, he does not give a shit. He's going to do what he wants. He doesn't even care that Matt has his life. He doesn't even care that Rebecca has a potential for liking him. He just wants to have fun, and his idea of fun is killing, which is fucking scary. And the fact that Rebecca herself called her brother a lunatic is even scarier. So I expect, as long as they don't all die, I expect Cole will probably become a villain in the future, because out of all of the originals, he's definitely the scariest, simply for his lack of morals. But yes, moving on, we had a lot of development for Elena and Damon this episode, mainly negative development, because Elena said some hurtful things towards Damon, and while I think that those were unjust, and she didn't have to go that deep on Damon, because obviously she didn't agree with the things she said, she was just saying it from a place of pain. But I do think she has a right to be annoyed at him, and I do think that she has a right to do what the fuck she wants, and he's just too controlling of her, too controlling, and I get that it's trying to protect her, but you can't protect her 24/7 because she'll just resent you, and that's what happened this episode. She got pissed off with Damon, and she went behind his back because he wouldn't let her do what she wanted, which, at the end of the day, it's her life to live, Damon, and while you are protecting her, it gets to a certain point where she will genuinely start turning away from you. So you just need to understand the limits of that. That's how I see it anyway. But yeah, her development with Stefan was very interesting as well, because it's what I've been thinking this whole time, that obviously Stefan is not going to be happy. Obviously Stefan is not going to want to feel things, because when he opens up those floodgates, it's just going to be pain. There's no positives that can come from it. Yes, the potential of feeling again and feeling happy emotions is technically a positive, but with the amount of stuff that Stefan has done to traumatize not only others but himself, I don't think personally I would ever want to open those gates again. I would rather die than have to deal with all of that pain. So I don't blame Stefan one bit, but Definitely, I think that his relationship with Elena is a thing of the past. I don't see them, even if he opens the gates, even if he deals with the trauma and the pain and starts to accept those things, I don't think he'll ever be back to the way he was. Now, in terms of Elena and Damon as a couple, I don't know. Obviously, Damon lashed out again this episode in pain and attacked Cole, which for once was justified, but I do wonder if Cole wasn't there to hurt Matt, what would Damon have done? Would he have hurt someone? Would he have hurt someone who didn't deserve it? Because he has done that in the past when he lashes out. And obviously he went to drink again, and then he got with Rebecca to deal with the pain, which every human being has their own way of coping with pain. And I'm not going to judge Damon for his, but it is scary how Damon lashes out. It is. I'm not going to lie to you. It does make me fear for Elena herself. But yeah, them as a couple, I don't know where they're going to go. Elena did hurt his feelings a lot. He's obviously quite controlling of Elena, so they need to come to some kind of middle ground and understand each other a bit more before they can advance this. Now, speaking of couples, Klaus and Caroline is a very interesting one because while they do make me uncomfortable, I'm not totally closed off to it, which I find interesting because I want Caroline to be happy. And I don't know that Klaus can provide that, simply because Klaus lashes out at people who he thinks of as disloyal, when disloyalty is a very interesting concept, because it depends how far you take it. Like, if Caroline does one tiny bit to wrong him, is he going to kill her? Is he going to put her in a tomb? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very scary how absolutionist Klaus is with his ideas of people being loyal. And I get it. I get that it comes from trauma, but he needs to fucking work on that if he's going to try and be with Caroline. And I appreciated the drawing he made because that's literally what she was saying. You can't just buy people with money. You can't just buy people or try and compel people or try and force people to be with you. You have to allow a relationship to develop and you have to understand people. And I think that had that drawing and trying to connect with her was definitely the first step. So I'm intrigued to see where they go as a couple. But yes, I believe that covers everything I wanted to talk about. Now, I am recording this episode directly after the last one, so unfortunately, patrons have not been able to get their questions in. However, rest assured, ask them in the comments down below, and I will answer them in the intro for next episode, because I really hate having to do this, but it's the only way that I can catch up, because I'm a week behind at the moment, so I hope that you understand, and I hope that you still ask your questions because I really like answering them. But yes, with that said, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon where you'll be able to find the early and uncut reactions to the Vampire Diaries and all the other shows that I do. I've also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.